Boys, hi Thumos, welcome back. We got to talk, man. Today, I'm going to try to encourage you to start Jiu Jitsu, all right? For you guys that are already doing it, leave a comment down below and just tell me about what you've learned from starting this martial art, or really any martial art in that matter. It's a life changer. It really is. And I encourage you to do it. Hopefully this video, inspires you to do it. That being said, I'm going to actually pay for one of your guys' membership to try for a month. It's usually like 130, 150 for the month. So I'm going to pay for someone in our Discord group. You got to be in the Discord group. I'm going to pick that later today, and I'm going to get you started, right? Because I think once you try it, you get hooked. And it seems expensive, but it's definitely worth it. The amount of people, the cool men that you meet, the discipline, the ranking, the instruction, the just starting to be a noob at something, it's tremendous. It's awesome. I think you guys are gonna love it, and it's really impacted my life. So the first thing that I really like about jiu-jitsu is that it seamlessly blends into the self-improvement lifestyle. Like, if you guys are trying to be a stronger man, if you're trying to be more disciplined, you realize that discipline is beneficial, okay? Then when you start training jiu-jitsu, you realize you're not going to level up and become better unless you're disciplined. So instead of trying to have a bunch of habits and get to bed on time and work out and stretch and be healthy, when you start doing jiu-jitsu, start a martial art, then you realize in order to be good at that, you have to do these things. And so it forces you. And so you start training. You usually train about 3, 4, 5 times a week. And so now you get this exercise. Your cardio gets better. You start to lose weight. I've already lost 20 pounds. I was 260 when I started back in October. And now I'm 240. Usually, right on the dot, 240. But so again, it's just been this anchoring thing for my life. Same with bodybuilding. Bodybuilding kind of, it forces you. You're in the gym 4 or 5 times a week. It teaches you this discipline. Same with jiu-jitsu, all right? So the next thing I would say is you realize in order to be good, well, it's a grind. Especially when there's resistance, when there's someone else that is knowledgeable of this game that you're playing, you meet with resistance. And so if I'm going for an armbar, well, it's not like when you're drilling an armbar. You could be in mount, you slide the knee up, you wrap the arm, you start to sweep your leg over, and then you go into the armbar. That's one of the ways you can do an armbar. You realize, though, when there's a struggling opponent that is trying to submit you also and trying not to be submitted, it's a very slow progress to get to that thing. And that's a lot like life. It's a great metaphor for life. Because in life, to hit your goals, it's not easy. It's very hard. There's a struggle. Life gives you unknowns. There's resistance that shows up in the form of catastrophe. There's resistance in the form of things break down when you neglect them and when you jump ahead. There's resistance that you face because life is unpredictable. And in jiu-jitsu, it's the same thing. It's unpredictable, but you have to sort of slowly, step by step, move your way towards the goal of that submission and position yourself before you get that submission. In jiu-jitsu, one of the first things my instructors told me, that position before submission. And so it's this slow sort of progress towards that end goal. And the same thing in life. And when you do that over and over, it just ingrains it in you, man. And so you have this discipline and this understanding that life is about progress and continuing to move towards the goal and overcome the obstacles that are in the way. Like Marcus really said, he said, what stands in the way becomes the way. The impediment to your action advances action. And so it's that crossing the legs first, knee slicing through. It's getting to a position where you can take the back, and then you're in a dominant position. Same thing with life, man. It's these slow incremental steps that compound over time. And at first, it doesn't seem like much, but it's mastering those basic steps, especially, what I've learned, it's the basic things that actually improve your game. It's the basics that make you better. And sometimes you don't want to master the basics, you know, because it's boring. You want to do the cool stuff, man. You want to do the flying triangle. You want to do all this crazy stuff, but it's the basics that get you into good positions and to be in a winning, that winning position. So that's been huge for me. I love how it sinks in with this whole improvement thing. I'm going to keep it at 3 things today. All right, just 3. The last thing is the environment and the men you surround yourself with. We know that, we become like the average 5 people that we hang around with. And if we're hanging around people that are low energy, that they're not improving, where they're not wanting to be better, when they don't have a sense of strength about their demeanor. Like seriously, if you're around friends that are not emitting strength, they're not they're not reaching out and seizing opportunities and talking to people and giving you that vibe. Like, you want to be around that, man. You want to be around like this generous vibe, this grateful vibe of people. That is so important. And if you're not around that, it slowly wanes on you and it slowly diminishes your thought process, your mindset. You don't want your mindset to go, man. Like, you do not want you want it to be more towards the positive. You want to be able to face any of the obstacles with determination and with positivity. And unless you're around other guys that are like pushing it, dude, like, I'm around police officers, I'm around businessmen, I'm around this guy drives a Bentley, dude, he, just like crushing it and super nice, super positive. You can see a different way he carries himself. I'm around firefighters, I'm around, calisthenics, personal trainer, like power lifters, just strong individual men that have families, men that care for their families, they love their family, they're raising them, they have kids. Some of my instructors have kids, and it's just this mentality that's like of responsibility and strength, and it's really different than just being alone and isolated and kind of hanging out, in a video game with other guys playing COD. It's like it's a different mindset that you get. You receive the energy and you're able to give that energy back, and it just makes you a better person. It's worth every penny, and that's why I'm confident that, like, I'm gonna pay for you to try for a month. If you're in the Discord group, I'm gonna pay for one guy's membership, and hopefully you enjoy it. If not, at least you tried it. It's not for everyone. When I started bodybuilding, martial arts, it's like, who cares? I just want to be big. I just want to get jacked, but it was the critical missing link. It was to put the muscles to the test, to put the blood and the bone and the muscle and the sinew. It was like to test what I've built over the years. And again, it's not all about strength. And you realize that very quickly. It's like life and being successful in life isn't just about sheer motivation and willpower. Like, you got to be knowledgeable, you got to be strategic. You're playing a game, and once you learn the right moves, once you become more knowledgeable, then you learn how to play the game better, and then you put your strength and that determination, that willpower into these strategic moves, man. And it seems like a lot of days, guys these days, they're frantic. Like, we're all over the place. We want to grind, but we don't even know what to do. Some of the most successful people, if they just do one thing right every day, again, that small step towards the goal, then that's how you win. You make the right moves. You sometimes you just need to go outside and spend time thinking. Sometimes the jiu-jitsu gym is the therapy. It's to clear your head. It's to baptize yourself in a way, to renew your mind. And then when you're done, you feel like a new man. And so if you're having some stress in your life, if you're feeling overwhelmed, sometimes you just need that competition, man. You need to exert yourself physically, okay, mentally, and this is a great way to do it. So I hope this has inspired you to do it. Guys, join the Discord if you're not already. I'm going to be giving that away tonight, just picking one of you guys that shows interest. And yeah, man, I hope to see you in there. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll talk to you soon. Peace.